much fun, and that was the world's largest gavel that you saw in there, and also Pittsburgh was in there, which was so pretty. There are lots of bridges.
You said we were busy. We had Cincinnati, Columbus, Pittsburgh,
Philadelphia,
West Virginia,
New York. Oh, yeah.
West Virginia.
Yeah, we were
then
zipping all over the place.
I know, it was weird, right?
And Anthony should know we're driven by Fight to Feed.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I mean, that was really nice of you guys to have the charity behind it.
Yes.
And we were out there tweeting. We were having so much fun.
Oh, you guys were great.
You guys were amazing.
My fingers are still trying to recover. So.
Well, you helped us to win the most social engagement award, and we had so much fun. And your charity, I mean, we truly were all in because Fight to Feed does such important work. And maybe, for people who aren't familiar with Fight to Feed, can give a brief synopsis of what you guys do.
Sure. So, Fight to Feed was created because there's hungry people on the street. Juwan McCartney came up with this idea, and we piggybacked it on Culinary Fight Club. So Culinary Fight Club is a live cooking event where chefs come out and they compete, and then we raise 20% of our ticket sales go directly to the charity. So we want to knock out hunger one street at a time, bring awareness to food waste. We've created partnerships with Soldier Field. So after every football game, after every rugby game, every concert, we get 5 to 10 pallets of food that would have normally gone into the garbage. And I think we have to create this awareness, not just that there's hungry people in the street, but we're also throwing away food, and we shouldn't be throwing away food that's perfectly good.
I was taken by how much food is wasted, and it's half?
It's and some, like in people's houses, it's almost 60% in some
What?
numbers you see. Well, think about it. Sometimes don't you go in your fridge, you're like, oh, that's old, and you start throwing stuff away.
Yeah.
Especially like people throw away canned goods and stuff.
Yeah.
If you dig in the back, I'm sure there's stuff that's been back there forever.
Yes.
But every little bit helps if you have that awareness.
Right.
To not throw it away. I always have food in my car. It's easy to have a box of granola bars or something. And so in my car and my wife's car, there is food. We can pull over, we'll hand out food at the red light. I don't like handing out money because I know that they're hungry. The sign says I'm hungry, and I want to give them food, give them something.
Okay.
Whether it's an orange or an apple. Actually, stay away from apples. I've
Why?
I've had many funny incidents. There was a cute guy on Michigan Avenue, and we rolled up. It was a sunny day, and I went to hand him a red apple, and he looked at me, and he went, "Not with these teeth," and he only had one tooth. And he gave us the biggest smile, and I said, "I'm so sorry." And we had other food, so we gave him other food, and we gave him water. And it's like they teach you stuff in the street.
Yeah.
So when you're meeting people, so one of the things now is we don't give out apples anymore.
Okay.
So we stick to softer stuff like bananas. Bananas are great.
Okay.
Oranges, you can peel them, you can suck on the juice. So those are things that we learn from people in the street, which I just find fascinating. They are people. They all have a story. There's been times where I'm driven to tears, literally. We've brought barbecue out in the street, and these two brothers, they live off of Division by the off-ramp, and they looked at me and they went, "Barbecue?" They're like, "You're always bringing us gourmet food. The same people bring us the same sandwich day after day. I'm tired of turkey and American cheese." And so they're like, every time we see you pull up, we know you've got something good.
You've got the good stuff.
And that's the thing is because of Culinary Fight Club, we have these chefs.
Yeah.
And the chefs want to help us, and they want to come in our kitchen. We're doing a feeding with Cornerstone now, the second Sunday of every month. And one of the things that we do is we bring our own food in. We bring our own chefs in. We have our own volunteers. There's other people that volunteer and cook in the kitchen, but they use the pantry that's already existing there. So we really want to make a healthy meal. We really want to have our ideas and have our chefs, because there's nothing better than getting a delicious,
really good meal.
Warm meal.
Well, we kicked off our road trip from Cornerstone, from one of the events. And I guess, how bad is the problem? How many people are hungry just in Chicago? And I mean, it's prevalent all over the country.
Those numbers fluctuate, but have your eyes open. Drive along the expressway and you'll see tents. Along the river in Chicago, there are these tent cities, especially off Fullerton Avenue. There's at least 20 people that I visit constantly and bring them food. They taught me a lesson. I had 2 bags of muffins. And I said, hey, I just want you to know they expire tomorrow. And they looked at me and they said, there's no expiration dates in the street. You know, they said, as long as it's sealed, we will open it, we'll know. You know, and I think that comes down to, you know, like hotels throw their food away because they're worried about the liability. We're not trying to get anyone sick. We want to feed people, you know. So I think we have to change the thinking in our country that, you know, just because there's a date on it doesn't mean it's bad. And so they are changing the dates now. I don't know if you've heard about that. They're changing
pushing them back?
So they're calling them suggestive dates. Instead of saying that it is expired.
Yeah.
So they're saying, you know, it's not bad for you, but this is what we're recommending. So they're going to have a recommendation date on there. So I think those are important things too. And I think people throw stuff away because they see a date and they think that it's not good anymore.
So on the road trip, every team at the end had to bring back a memento, something that resonated with them on the trip. And we were thinking, and we had so many different ideas, and I had a trunk full of stuff that we could have made or done. And we got to Philadelphia, and the first stop we went to was the Rocky statue.
Well, the last stop we went to.
In Philadelphia.
After
the last stop, the first stop in Philadelphia, the last stop we went to was
With Beth, there's always another stop.
was the Rocky statue, and he's standing there and he's got
Rocky.
the gloves on, right? And Nancy or MJ are like, fight to feed.
We said it's fight. And it hit us. We thought we have to get a glove, a boxing
awesome.
glove.
Right, so our memento at the end, people had like silly things. I mean, not so silly, but things that
Like
were
a chair.
interesting.
We took it at heart.
We took it
What
at heart.
was.
We tied it into the charity. We tied it into the trip. And somebody who has really good handwriting while we're driving put every place that we were at, the hashtag, what our number was, where we started, where we ended up.
Literally every stop we made.
And then the Rocky statue, which was really literally our last stop. And this was the memento that we came up with to remind us of the
And we have to present that during the awards.
We presented it.
That is amazing. That's like the best looking trophy I've ever seen.
Yay.
Isn't that
Yeah,
amazing?
we were really proud that it finally
really
hit
proud
us.
that
Something
we're
that
able
was
to do this, so.
meaningful to our road trip.
Where's the
Fight
other
to
glove?
feed.
Where's the other glove?
No,
Did it end
we
up
only-
in the car?
I have it.
No, well, you
I have
know,
it.
Fight to Feed
There's a
is-
story behind that. And because of Fight to
is
Feed
yours.
and people like yourself and Allison and Susie and Joanne and the whole team, you guys really made it so much awareness for your charity and made it so fun for us that we got a special award that no one had talked about. And Matthew, and I had to bring this in my purse on the plane.
How big's your purse?
It's
Big.
this big.
It's big.
Wow.
It's this big.
So we wanted to present this to you.
Thank you.
And you could go cash that any place that takes big checks.
Do you know where the nearest big ATM is at? Because I'm gonna need that.
But yeah, we got this special award for social media engagement, and that's a lot of work came from you guys. And I mean, it was so easy, but our cause was so good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. This is amazing. Thank you for choosing us as a charity. You've been so supportive and so helpful. I was just telling MJ that I first sat down on this show almost 2 years ago. This August will be 2 years since I sat down.
Wow.
And we talked about Culinary Fight Club. We talked about Fight to Feed. And I love how we've had this relationship. You've judged for Culinary Fight Club.
Yeah,
so
fun.
thank you so much for being a part of it. You're getting the word out, and you're making a difference too with Fight to Feed.
And we were so proud, so thank you.
Really proud. Juwan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Fight to Feed, everybody. Anthony, thank you.
Thank you.
We hope it helps. We hope it makes a difference. And we'll keep fighting for you guys.
No one's gonna mess with me with this big check because I got this boxing glove.
There you go, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have one last video, which is our
finish line.
The finish line, and us getting the big check. You'll be able to see that. And then when we come back, we have a very special guest.
Yeah, the finish line was fun. Madison Square Garden, here it is, day 3.
Nancy here. It's called the Nissan Road Trip. Good morning, Nancy. Introduce everybody who you're with here. What are you doing?
These are my besties, Beth Rosen and MJ Town.
has raised awareness for some great causes. I mean, we're driving for Fight to Feed. I mean, there are people driving for breast cancer and police officers.
We made it, Nancy.
We're here! I'm so tired.
You're getting your reward, look.
You know what? I have to big shout out to Nissan because they did this road trip. So, I mean, everything was planned down to the tiniest little detail. It was so fun, and everybody was driving for a great charity too.
All the charities.
Oh my gosh.
And it was a great, I mean, it's so long and driving, but we were so pampered in the evening, I have to
Yeah.
say. We had the best
Yeah.
accommodations, so thank you, Nissan, and really for the opportunity
Yeah.
to do this.
We were NR2, NR6, Nissan Rogue 6 won, and they won on behalf of
Breast
the
Cancer
Breast Cancer
Coalition or
Coalition,
something like
and
that, yeah.
you know, another great cause. So you know what? It was win-win
For everybody,
Everyone
every
that was
charity
involved.
and every driver. It was really amazing. It wasn't really a contest in
No.
sorts. It was
It raised
an opportunity to raise awareness and have conversations about these great charities, meet great people, and get to drive.
Yeah, and
the car. I've never
And-
driven a Rogue.
And after,
But I drove most of it.
she did. And after all that whole
Road
thing,
hog.
we got to have fun in New
Yeah.
York while we were there for the
Yeah.
last 2 days. Nancy took
When's
us-
our next road trip then,
Oh,
girls?
it was- we
We're
wanna
just
do
putting it out to the
again.
universe.
Putting it out there.
Nissan, when
We
is
could,
our
yeah, we
next
could do
road trip?
California. We could
And
do
really what was memorable is our Rogue studio. When we did the
yeah.
WGN Morning News live from the Rogue, I think we're the first people to ever do a live broadcast inside a
Rogue,
Rogue, on
possibly.
the Rogue. And that was so cool. That
Yeah,
was really
it was outfitted
really
with
cool.
Wi-Fi, so we were like a roaming hotspot everywhere we went.
Everywhere we
two
went.
There's our roaming.
I had
hotspots.
my laptop plugged in the car, and I was there literally all day.
That was a sweet,
That was fun.
very
I was
sweet.
in a comfortable spot, basically.
know.
Give me Wi-Fi
I'm
and
driving.
power.
Beth is covered in road maps.
Oh my
next
gosh,
to me.
I had 3 atlases, 3. Not to mention
Which is-
GPS on
I
my
couldn't-
phone and the car.
I don't like that.
I have to show you guys pictures from behind because they're pretty funny
I didn't want to miss anything. And when they vetoed a stop that I wanted to make, because I did the whole itinerary, I was not happy. And the fact that we almost missed the big elephant, that was it.
She had
Nancy and I
to find a big
vetoed a lot.
elephant.
No.
I know.
But the ones that we did.
We did.
We vetoed Kentucky because you almost made it like go down to
I wanted
Kentucky
to
and
go to
come
the
back. That would have been
Ventriloquist Museum.
8 states. We hit 7 as it is
Right.
in 3 days.
No.
She was
She really did do a good. She
Yeah.
picked those stuff that we have to,
Yeah.
drive
with a secret
She really
weapon.
did.
She's good. She's
But
very good.
it was great. We're still friends after it. We really had a great time. And
Oh, in Chinatown in New York. Oh, we had the best time in Chinatown. Well, I
Nancy.
lived in New York for 12 years, so it was great to be back in New
If
York.
you need a driver in New York,
Oh,
you need
I-
to call Nancy.
yeah, I live there.
She was like,
She knew where we were going, and we got to
Times Square.
Chinatown, and it's Golden Unicorn or nothing. And she's whipping down all these streets, and we're like going.
Trying to catch up there. It was so fun. And then we ran into some shady ladies.
We had to. Well, we found a shady lady.
Well, we call them
We may or may not have purchased some
handbags.
items from some shady lady.
We may not have 3
Some-
pairs of
the same handbag,
like-
perhaps.
Prado shirts or channel bags.
Channel bags or paradas.
Paradas.
Yeah. We wanted to find the best paradas and the best channel bags.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We just saw the shady ladies. But
It was fun. Thank you all. Now, we had a very special guest today.
Oh yes.
And we are going to end the show, with our special guest who
Yeah.
wrote this great book that I actually read a book last
He's
night.
hilarious. He was
read
on
the book last
WGN
night.
this morning, and then he came over and to see you guys, and I was out in the field
Yeah,
working.
we told him to look for you. Craig Robinson, you may have known him from The Office or The Hot Tub Time Machine or This Is the End. He is a local Chicago guy, born and raised, went to Illinois State, Xavier College for his
A
master's.
Chicago teacher, and his
Taught-
mom's also a Chicago teacher.
Teacher,
Wow.
Whitney Young, landed the Dolphins, right? Like the School of the Dolphins, and
Doing flipper sounds here earlier.
taught music at Horace Mann. Is it Horace Mann?
Horace Mann.
Great guy, and he stopped by. He is doing a book signing. Let's put the graphic up now because then we'll
Yay.
wrap with the video. He's doing a signing and appearance tonight in conjunction with Anderson's Bookstore, and the information's on the screen, or you can go to our site. We'll tweet out the link, and you can meet and greet and get an autograph and ask him some questions
And tell
tonight.
them the Chicagonista Live Girls
Sent
you.
you.
guys.
Yeah.
And it's a fun book. It's for middle school people because it's.
And
That's
a lot-
about where
a lot
we're
of
at.
Well, that's definitely where my humor is.
I love that it's his real life stories are kind of based
Yeah.
on this book. So
Craig Robinson, he was great. We have an
He's so
interview.
fun.
What are we
Yay.
doing next month?
we have a show.
Okay.
We'll definitely see you for Chicago
We'll
Nista
surprise
Live
you with
next
that one.
month. But right now,
Let's
I
watch
want to
Craig.
hear Craig Robinson.
So, anyways, here we are. We're starting the interview all
That's my
over.
best dolphin.
We're with Craig Robinson.
Y'all knew that I was doing a dolphin, right? Yeah, because now I don't know what it sounds like. Welcome everybody to Chicagonista Live. I am not your host, but I'm here with Rosen and MJ.
Wow.
We're
Welcome
gonna
to.
get started on talking about Jake the Fake and Chicago Boy returning home.
Tell us a little bit about the book.
Jake the Fake Keeps It Real is about this kid Jake who goes into a performing arts school. He's in 6th grade and he fakes his way in there. And the way he does that is he plays one song really, really well to the point where they bring him in. Now, he's the rest of the time feeling like he's a fraud and he's going to get found out. But it's all about the journey and kind of living in the moment and figuring out who you are along the way and what's your deep, real talent.
So why write a book? Why not a new TV series?
There is a new TV series. It's called Ghosted, and it's with Adam Scott, and it's for Fox. And we're actually right now in the testing phase to see if it gets picked up or not. So, though both things happen. But like I said, a new book because, and especially kids' book, because I want to reconnect with those roots. I've always gotten along with children, and then being a school teacher. Got me closer, and now I've been away from that. So it's like, you know what? Let's go ahead and revisit.
Any of your students still try to keep in touch with you, friend you on Facebook, reach out, hey,
Social
Mr.
media,
Robinson?
Yes, they'll reach out and go, hey, Mr. Robinson, we you continue to inspire us. Good work. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. And I always say, hey, look, I'm not your teacher anymore. Please don't contact me. But, no, I tease. That doesn't happen. No, some of them have contacted me, and some more than others. And it's a thrill, see they send me pictures of their kids and stuff, and it's like, wow, this is,
Your
you
students?
go 4th grade. Yeah, my students have kids.
Wow. So when you're back in Chicago, I'm bringing you back to Chicago topic again. What do you go for right away? Like food-wise, where do you go?
Oh, Connie's Pizza. Really? Harold's Chicken. Oh yeah. Those are my mainstays. Now if I had a week or so here, I would go see my old high school, Whitney Young. Dolphins in the house. What's up? Woo, woo, woo. That's not what we did.
What's the sign for the dolphin?
Is that the sign?
I don't know. Like a dolphin's a weird mascot. Forget it. Like, go Dolphins.
If let's say the team was down, the basketball team, and it's like down 1 point, a few seconds ago, like the whole gym would get quiet, and then all of a sudden one person go, and then all of a sudden everybody's go.
So tell us where people can find you. You have a very exciting event tonight.
Here I am.
Are you
do tweet.
okay?
You can find me, my Twitter handle, at Mr. Craig Robinson. Mr. Craig Robinson.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much.
Congratulations. It's
Thank
really
you
a
very much.
fun read. I really do recommend it.
Thank
and
you.
that's so exciting. You could say your mom must be so proud of you, an author.
She's so proud. She's so proud. Yes. She'll tell people just in the grocery store, like for no reason. She's checking out. She's like, "You watched The Office." It's like, Mom, stop telling. What do you know?
Craig Robinson, Jake the Fake. Get it available in all bookstores online, and you can meet him in Chicago this evening in Naperville. We're going to have the information right here on the screen. And thank you so much.
Cut. Please cut it. Please. Well, please. I can't.
Can we?